Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss Fantom and its token FTM, conduct machine learning based price forecast, regression analysis, accumulation strategies, and estimated bull run target for Fantom. None of the content is financial advice. This is the website. The link is on the bottom of your screen, cryptoweeklies.com. It has all of the data that we're going to talk today apart from the trading view charts. The content is available for free. You don't have to pay or sign up for anything. It also holds several indicators which will go throughout the video, and also the pair related forecast for some of the top pairs in terms of their Ethereum pair as well as Bitcoin pair. So let's get started. So over the last 24 hours, there has been about 14% growth in Fantom. And the new news related to Fantom is migration from FTM to Sonic will be happening pretty soon. So you can check it out on their blog, and also they have dedicated post on link on CoinMarketCap. So in terms of the current tokenomics that FTM has, it's almost 90% of the max supply is in circulation, has a max supply of about 3 billion. We can check out the tokenomics for Sonic on the post. I just clicked over here on the post over here. It says that at the launch it would have the same token distribution at 3.175 billion, again corresponding to the current market or supply of FTM as well. So Sonic's tokenomics to match FTM, and also have the capability. Users holding FTM will have capability to convert to S, which is Sonic at 1-to-1 ratio. Again, there would be an additional 6% airdrop. Again, it would be minted within 6 months. So let's get started with the technical side of our analysis. We'll briefly look at some of the Fibonacci levels and then get to the machine learning based price forecast. This is again FTM USD, current price at around $1.42. The reason that we are covering Fantom today, again, as I said, it has grown by about 14%. And if you look at our heat map, it's the most rallying crypto over the last 24 hours, to about 15.5%. You can check it out on CoinMarketCap also. And over here you can see Fantom at number 1 spot of the rallies over the last 24 hours. Fantom USD, though, the recent move has only barely reached the 0.38 fib level at around $1.44. If Fantom were to retrace half of the moves from the bull market high of about $3.50 to about bear market low of 15 cents, half of that move would be at around $1.83. The 618 fib is at around $2.23, 786 fib level at around $2.80. If Fantom, on the other hand, has a new all-time high for this market cycle, the 1.618 fib level is the first target for FTM at around $5.59. The moderate target for Fantom per this analysis is at around $8.94. Again, there is a confluence between this 2.618 fib level and Fantom BTC level. I'll explain shortly. The Fantom BTC, this is Fantom divided by BTC, and most of the cryptos unfortunately do not make a new all-time high against Bitcoin pair, even though they make all-time high against USD pair. That's why over here what we have, the hypothesis is that Fantom could, again, in a bull environment or a bullish environment, could retrace half of the move from the last bull market high to the bear market lows. Right now, in terms of Satoshis, Fantom BTC is at around 1350 sats. If Fantom were to retrace half of the move at 0.5 fib level, that would correspond to about 4200 sats, 4267 sats to be precise, and that move would correspond to about 206% return on Fantom BTC. That means Fantom for Fantom to retrace to that 200 to that 0.5 fib level, that would require a 200% rally for Fantom on its Bitcoin pair. So in a 206% rally is essentially 3.06x. That is because if a token were to rally 100%, that means the reward is 2x. So for example, if $1 invested becomes $2, that's 100% return, but it's 2x of the price And assuming that when and if Fantom retraces to that zero point 0.5 fib level, that usually represents a time in the market cycle where Bitcoin has reached the peak. So for example, over here, the last time Fantom Bitcoin had a major blow off top, that was only after Bitcoin USD had a peak. So in this environment, again, current price of Bitcoin at around $105. If Bitcoin were to make a 2x, that would be another multiplier on top of the 3x multiplier on Fantom BTC. If you multiply this with 2, that you get the current price of Bitcoin, and eventually the price at which there is a high likelihood that if there were this 0.5 fib level retracement happening, that would represent at around a time where Bitcoin USD is at around 200k. That's because Bitcoin moves first and alts follow later. So that's the hypothesis, and the current price of Fantom is at $1.42 that we just saw. If we do this multiplication, we get that result that in case Fantom were to retrace the 0.5 fib level, Bitcoin goes to, if were to go to 200k, Fantom USD at that point could be at around $8.70, quite confluent with the $8.94 target at a moderate target on Fantom USD, corresponds to 2.618 fib level. Now we'll spend some time again before we go to the machine learning based price forecast. What I would like to spend some time is on making sure that the community understands that this is not the first video that we are making related to Fantom. We have been covering Fantom in the depths or the pits of the bear market. 4 months ago, 2 months ago, we have made a video. Again, one more 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 1 year ago, more than a year ago, 10 months ago, a year ago. You get the idea. 6 months ago, 8 months ago. So several videos made related to not just Fantom, most of the decent cryptos or the bear market bottoms. Again, you can see, you can correspond those videos and look at the price and at those videos using this machine learning based price forecast. And also again, looking back 1 year, that would be sometime in December of 2023. Price back then was 35 cents. Again, when we started covering Fantom, it was, I think, somewhere over here, June, July 2023, price 29 cents. Also, there were instances when we made the video when the price was below 20 cents. So now that we are enjoying the fruits of those hard work and also the machine learning models that we trained in the pit of the bear market, what we have today is what could theoretically be a 1 standard deviation ceiling, 2 standard deviation ceiling, as well as the directionality of Fantom per the machine learning model. The machine learning model trained on the weekly price action of Fantom provides this pink line as a directionality guide between now and middle of May of 2025. The directionality based analysis is that the prices have a high likelihood of going higher with time than lower with time. That is because the pink line has an upward bias at this point. The bull case for Fantom at 1 standard deviation or non-euphoria case, bull case for Fantom is between $1.71 to about $4.47. That is without any mania or a euphoria. The 2 standard deviation mania case for Fantom is this orange line, which cuts through $1.94 and about $9.50. And again, that is again quite confluent with this 2.618 fib level target. Again, this orange line represents 95 percentile confidence that the prices stay within this orange line. Again, only 5% chance that price go above $9.50 in the next 6 months. And again, the bear case for Fantom is between 66 cents and about $1.31. If in case of a pullback, those would be the theoretical supports. And if you would like to know week by week valuation, again, we have this on the chart itself. You can check it out on cryptoweeklies.com on the forecast graph, or if you are more interested in the table, that is also available on the bottom. Again, this yellow line is this bull case at 68 percentile. That is the yellow case at week by week. What is the 1 standard deviation ceiling for Fantom? The 95 percentile or the orange line is this bull case at 95 percentile. The base case, the directionality model is this base case. This is the pink line, and the 68% bear case, that is in case of a pullback during the bull market. The bear case is this bear case column on the left of the base case. So that's the analysis of Fantom on its machine learning based analysis. The regression based valuation for Fantom, again per our model, Fantom is still undervalued per this analysis. Price below $1.93 is undervalued considering the polynomial regression based valuation. That's the fair value. If we look at the current prices, and if we look where the theoretical support or ceiling is, you can see Fantom has been riding this green line, which is the 1 standard deviation residual applied to the fair value. And between this green line and this yellow line, prices tend to have spent about 68% or the 1 standard deviation confidence band around the fair value. Right now that green line is coming in at around 82 cents. That's the bottom price for Fantom at this point in time, and the peak of this 1 standard deviation residual is coming in at around $4.53. The 2 standard deviation residual, which captured the top at the last bull market, again that back then that 2 standard deviation ceiling was at around $3.13. Now it's at around $10.63. So a $10.63 Fantom would be considered as overvalued as Fantom was at $3 back in 2021 or early 2022. So that's a little bit about the regression based analysis. Again, all of this available, and this model gets updated every single day, so there is no staleness or lack of recent data in any of our models. The three accumulation related scenarios and the summary will be covered right now. The SMA model, which represents how the price is doing with respect to the 20-week simple moving average and what risk per that model the current price exhibit. About 50% risk, that means 50% risk, 50% reward per this model. Again, this helps identify some of the forward looking guidance as well. The current price represents about the zone between 35 and 40% risk at a forward looking level. The moderate target for Fantom per this model, again only looking 20 week into the future, is between $2.04 and about $2.50. The higher end of the target is between $2.61 and $2.96. That's the SMA model. The DCA model, in terms of the regression based model, again you can see that this takes a cue from the polynomial regression analysis that we did at a weekly level on these candles. Instead of looking at them at a week level, this model looks at them at a daily level. And if you want to derive some utility in terms of your own DCA journey, again this model has a dual functionality. So for example, the hypothesis is that only to DCA when the risks are lower than 20%, those are the blue color and the purple color, and DCA out of the market when the risks are higher than 60%, those are these tops which get identified by the model. At this point in time, the price exhibits less than 20% or even less than 10% risk. That is because between 10 and 20% risk, that is because the prices are still so far into the bull run, they are still below the regression based fair value. And a target per this model is between $4.31 and about $6.40 is the moderate target, and above $6.40 and between $6.40 and $7.80, that's some of the higher end of the target. In terms of the last but not the least model is the time weighted average price based model for Fantom. Again, we were in per this model, the blue line represents a line in sand below which, if the price is trading below this blue line, that represents close to zero risk. Not too long ago, that is as late as about September 2024, 9th or 8th of September 2024, the price was below the below the time weighted average price. Right now the time weighted average price is at 42 cents. That means right now the risk of accumulation per this model is at around 72%. If we take a weighted approach to analyzing the risk reward, we have this composite model. Right now the price at $1.42 represents 8% or 10% DCA risk, 67% time weighted average price risk, 45% simple moving average risk, weighted risk at one third that is at around 33%. Estimated bull run peak in the short term is at around $4.03, representing a reward of about 2.85x from the current price of $1.42. And that's all about Fantom. Before we conclude, we'll briefly look at how the current market at a holistic view is looking at. As late as yesterday, our model, which is the peak value analysis available over here, which is a composite analysis of top 100 cryptos by market cap and how they are doing on their own risk journey. as a composite risk between 0 and 1, 1 being the close to the peaks where the market is overheated and valleys where the market is cooled down. Right now, this bull market is about 56% complete as of yesterday. You can see right now the risk level is at around 56%. That means what is potentially to come in if there were any further elevation in the risk level, we enter the peak territory. And you can see the time we spend in the peak territory is fairly too far and few between, and very few amount of time is spent over this peak regression or peak risk levels. And most of the time over here again, these valleys, that's when most of the value for money for any DCA opportunities are available over here. So that's the purpose of this analysis. That is one of the most important analysis on the website and on the channel. The overall sentiment score is again split 50-50. The narratives which are gaining traction against still Bitcoin holds most of the key. There are altcoins related discussion, but again Bitcoin is still right now it's garnering most of the attraction. This is based on what discussions related to crypto are occurring on social media platforms such as YouTube and X, especially over the last 7 days, with an increasing bias in an exponential increasing bias to the recent news. And with this, we would like to conclude the video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please give us a like and subscribe, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.